Hey guys, it's Trent with Vulgar BMX, and I'm here to show you today how to build your very own ski bike for under $100. If you're like me and you live up in a northern state, you can't ride your freestyle BMX bike all year, and buying a ski bike is just kind of unreasonable with prices in between $1,500 and $3,000 for a bike. So you're kind of stuck sitting on the couch. So what I did is I made this thing so I can just at least have some fun, and it turned out riding way better than I thought. I was just expecting it to kind of be a crappy little bike you can scoot around on, but you can really carve on this thing. You can hit rails, you can hit jumps. It's a really fun bike. I've had a lot of people that have seen this online or in person, and they've been like, hey, how can I make one? So today I'm going to make a video to show everyone how they can do this. It's super simple and it's super cheap. So the first thing you're going to need is a bike. Most of you BMX guys already have one. If you have a spare one, that's even better. You might be able to make this build for free. What I did is I picked this guy up here off Marketplace for $100, and I actually sold the wheels for $125. You might be able to do that. Second thing you're going to need is a pair of skis. I picked these up off Marketplace for 30 bucks. I'll also attach an image where I found another pair for around $30. You can find these all the time on Marketplace. You don't need anything fancy, just some old skis from the 90s. The ones I actually put on this bike are ones that I found in my dad's attic. He's had them since the 90s and never used them. So he let me take these. What you're going to do with the skis is just take all the hardware off that comes on it. You're not going to need any of that. And then just line up the ski so it comes right up in front of your bottom bracket, because this is actually going to come up and tap your frame a little bit. It's totally fine. Not going to scratch it too bad, but have it long enough so that it covers your bottom bracket in there, and then it's about equally as long out the back. And then for the front one, you're going to do something pretty similar. You want it to be about equal on each side, but make sure you have enough room in the back here so that it doesn't hit that other ski. You want plenty of clearance there. And now the third thing and the last thing you're not going to be able to get at the hardware store, you need a 3-inch piece of aluminum tubing. I picked this up from a local metal shop, but I'll attach where you can get it on Amazon. About $25 to $30 is all it's going to cost you. These are 5-inch pieces that I've cut and put on both of them. How I mounted them is I have bolts running through the bottom. These are actually beveled, and I just took my knife to carve an angle in there for them. Push them through. I use 4 just so the ski doesn't move around on you. You want it to be totally sturdy. And I did the same thing in the back, 4 bolts all the way through. And then for your mounts to the actual bike, in the rear I'm using a piece of 3/4 all thread, and then I have nuts and washers on here. One thing I would do different is I would put lock nuts on here just so they don't come loose on you. And then in the front, it's 3/8 all thread with nuts and washers, exactly the same pattern. I have pegs on both, or on this side now. Makes it kind of hard to get that little nut on, but it's not too bad. And this is a piece of all thread running through here. You can pick this up at the hardware store also. I don't remember exactly what size this is, but a lot of people run different bottom brackets. So just take your bike in, whatever piece you can fit through there. The tightest I would recommend. And then I just have a big nut and washer on each side. It doesn't rotate. It's nice and sturdy. I tried running cranks on it before and just tying them back here, but I felt like I couldn't whip the rear end around how I wanted to. This way I can do it a lot easier. Now for the part that makes this bike unique. This is kind of just a thought from my own brain. It works. I've seen people that run struts and different metal bar setups for this, but I'm just running springs on here. And what I did is I just have this piece of angle iron that I cut and bolted through with the same style bolts you're going to use back here. And then these are door springs I picked up at Ace Hardware. Just find ones that work for you, and you can move these out to make them more tense or less tense, however you want them. And then in the rear, I have another piece of that angle iron with just a bunch of washers to fit on the brake mounts here. And then I'm running a single spring down here, and that just keeps this up. It does a great job of making sure the skis don't dig in front of you. I've seen people that have had issues where they don't run anything like that. So this is just what I tried. So for all the hardware, the all thread, the nuts, the bolts, the angle iron you're going to need, you're looking at about $30 to $40. Plus you're looking at $25 to $30 for this, and about $30 for the skis. So that should keep you under $100. You could make it for free if you sell your cranks and your wheels, but then you can't convert it back to your summer bike. Thank you guys for watching. If you ever want to ride the ski bike, or if you have any questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram at VulgarBMX. Also, if you need any parts, custom bikes, or complete used bikes, hit me up there. I always try to keep a good inventory, and we'll see you guys next time. Yeet.